The Detroit Lions did something on Thursday night that we fully expected them to do, but just how close was this game? The Kansas City Chiefs are the bar. They are the upper echelon. They are the Super Bowl champions. 2 out of the last 4 have been won by them. They are the team everyone is trying to chase. And not only did we go into their place, beat them the day they got their rings, but again, we bested them. And this was the first time I got to look at the stats after the game. And you're going to be surprised, or maybe you won't. I'm not surprised, but I'm impressed by what I was able to see. Let's take a look at the stats from the game. Detroit Lions had 19 first downs to the Kansas City 17. Rushing first downs, we outdid them 8 to 6. First down from penalties, they got 1, we got 0. Third down efficiency was pretty much exactly the same. Fourth down efficiency, we went for a fourth down to kind of ice the game, and they went for that fourth down that was incomplete near the end there. Total plays, 70. We ran 8 more plays than them to their 62. Total yards, 368 to 316. We both had the same amount of drives. So you're noticing a pattern here. And when we get to the receiving aspect, you're going to see it's going to be a huge discrepancy, and you'll notice it there. Yards per play, 5.3 to 5.1. Passing yards, 250 to 226. Jared Goff threw the ball 35 times, 22 completions. Patrick Mahomes had to throw the ball 39 times with 21 completions. Pass yards, 6.9 for the Detroit Lions, a whole yard more than the 5.8. Interceptions, we know the one to the house and none for the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff now is in third place for most consecutive passes without an interception. He's now gone 10 games. He needs, I forgot what number he needs to beat it, but if you know, put it in the comment section below. Sacks. Jared Goff was sacked 1 time for a loss of 3 yards, and Patrick Mahomes none, but we know what happened there. Rushing. We had 118 to their 90. We ran the ball 34 times to their 23. They had us by rushing yards per yard or per rush by 0.4. Red zone, we both went 66%. There were only 7 accepted penalties in the game. Detroit Lions 4 for 63 and the Kansas City Chiefs 3 for 25. But I saw something on Twitter. Shout out to my man who, and there was 1 turnover apiece by both teams, said that it was like over 100 yards in penalties that could have been called on Jawan Taylor alone. And last but certainly not least, time of possession. We had it 5 minutes longer than them, 32-38 to 27-22. What do you see here? What do you see? What is the pattern that you see? That Patrick Mahomes is extraordinarily mortal with no Travis Kelce. We wonder how the loss of Tyreek Hill would affect him. He didn't miss a beat. Did not miss a beat. But however, Travis Kelce being out shows that Patrick Mahomes seemed regular. Now, he did some things yesterday or Thursday. I keep saying yesterday. He did some things Thursday that was like, that's Patrick, right? And those are what he can do. But he's very mortal without a Travis Kelce. Now, when it comes to spreading the ball around, something else that I noticed, we're not going to really look at the rushing outcome, but I saw this with the receivers, and I was actually very impressed. This name here doesn't get a lot of love. Josh Reynolds was our leading receiver, 4 receptions, 89 yards. He didn't have a touchdown, but that's okay. He had 7 targets for 33 yards was his long. St. Brown, 6 receptions, 9 targets, 71 yards. That crucial touchdown at the end of the game with the long for 21. Sam Laporta, 5 receptions, 39 yards. Khalif Raymond, 1 big catch, 20 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 2 for 18. Dan Campbell said he's going to get him more involved. Brock Wright, 2 for 17. And Marvin Jones, an absolutely abysmal, atrocious day. 2 receptions for 8 yards. He had a long, which was 5, which was probably the fumble, and he had 6 targets. So out of the 6 times he was throwing the ball, he only caught the ball on twice. If you go over here to Patrick Mahomes, look at what he had to do with no Travis Kelce. Look at how, and their leading receiver was Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 2 receptions, 48 yards. He got the ball around. And look at Sky Moore, non-factor. Kadarius Toney, 1 catch, 1 yard. What do you see? What do you see from your Detroit Lions? That they bested the Kansas City Chiefs. They did. And if you look at the team stats, statistically, in these categories, they were better than the Kansas City Chiefs. And we even get to the defenders. I wanted to look at them because we got to bring this back in because I knew it was something I was forgetting. This was actually very impressive too. Alex Anzalone was our leading tackler last year. He was our leading tackler today. Derek Barnes, 6 total tackles. Alex Anzalone, 6 total tackles. CJ Gardner-Johnson, a very impressive 5 for 5. What do I mean by that? Him and Jerry Jacobs. They had 5 total tackles, and all 5 of them were solo. Can't forget about Brian Branch down here as well with that game-changing interception. And we're going to probably look at some tape. I got my all 22 working. I'm excited about that. The NFL changed it, put it somewhere else. So I'm going to watch the game hopefully tonight when I come back from work. And I'm working now, as a matter of fact, and I'll watch the game today. And hopefully by Monday, there won't be any content tomorrow because I got a stream on my other channel. But hopefully by Monday we'll have some things to go to. Very excited, man. The football season is back. It's exciting. It's overwhelming. It's fun. It's ridiculous. The whole thing, man. We've been longing for it, and it's finally here. So I'm excited. But let me know your thoughts. I looked at this, and I said my team, they hung with the Kansas City Chiefs and beat the Kansas City Chiefs, which I don't care. We can beat anybody. We beat the team that won the Super Bowl. We can beat anybody. That's just the reality. So I don't know, man. What is this feeling? What is this feeling? Winning. And not just beating scrub teams, beating the Super Bowl champions at their crib. Feels good, man. It feels good. Listen, QR code on the screen. We almost sold out, meaning well, not almost. We halfway sold out. That's what I should have said. Get tickets to the watch party. I expected if we beat the Chiefs that it was going to kind of speed up after that. Tickets were going to start coming off. You can scan that QR code that's on the screen. Link is in the description. I'm probably going to add a ticker as well for the next week. We got up until Saturday to sell these tickets. If we don't sell out, you could probably buy some Sunday morning, but don't do that. Make plans to come, hang out with your boy. We'll be probably interviewing some people too in between on commercials and things like that. Let's have some fun, man. We already 1-0. Let's do it. So get your tickets, $15. I would love to make this an awesome event. So come on and join. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.